Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video, like 6 or 7 months or something. It's been a while, and this video has nothing to do with any other videos I've done. So business as usual for Final Edition. Um, if you want keeping videos, those are on the back burner for now. I'm being pretty swamped with schoolwork. If you want music related stuff, then that'll happen like over the summer when my band starts gigging again. Anyway, I tried to make this video a few times and it's always ran really long, so I'll try to keep it concise. But anyone watching, please heed my words. If one person does, that'll be great. But if a lot of people do, that'll be I'll be saving people a lot of trouble, a lot of hurt. So I'll just get into it. Um, I I got injured from powerlifting, and if you get injured from powerlifting, then however long you're out, you're losing progress. Not only are you not making gains, but you're losing them. So it's not even like it's like almost going back to square one, or so it feels. And so I have what's called an indirect inguinal hernia, or anyone who's exercised at all probably knows like what a hernia is, or has at least heard of it. I'm not going to get into what it is, but anyway, it's stopped me from working out, or at least working out as hard as I want to. So it happened because I was just pushing my body way too hard. Um, I had kind of, I'd weightlifted for like 2 years or something before I started powerlifting seriously. So I thought I knew what I was doing. I could bench 2 plates and squat like 365, which it's not good, but I didn't just walk into the gym and do that. So I had a vague idea of what I was doing. Anyway, so I because my weak spot was really in my deadlift and my squats. Um, I wanted to get my numbers up really fast, so I heard doing sets of 5 would make you strong, but then like less reps would make you stronger faster. So I thought, what about like triples or doubles? So for deadlifts, I did triples, and for squats, I did doubles, like really heavy, like 90 or higher, 90% or higher for squats. Excuse me. And so I was doing that every week. Like I didn't have any deloads or anything. I was just, trying to add weight every single week. And at the same time, I started training at tricking really hard, which if you don't know what that is, that's like gymnastics and martial arts, like put together. Anyway, it's strenuous, it's high impact. So you combine 3 hours of powerlifting a week with 6 to 8 hours of tricking or gymnastics a week, and you're gonna wear your body out pretty quickly. Especially when I'm a college student and engineer, so I don't sleep a whole lot. Everyone who exercises like you need to sleep a whole lot. Well, I just can't because college. And I was also eating a pretty garbage diet, but I don't know how much that had to do with it because it was still really high protein. It was just I was dirty bulking because it's fun and easy. Anyway, so after like a month and a half of lifting like that, like my numbers were flying up, especially for squats and deads. Squats, I was putting on like 20 pounds a week to my squat. It was nuts. Deads, it was like 10 pounds a week. It was crazy. So after a month and a half, enough was enough in my body. It just kind of gave up and wore out. My lower abdominal wall. Uh, so I got it checked out by a nurse practitioner at an urgent care. She said it wasn't a hernia. She just said it was a laxness in my abdominal wall, like the muscle. So she just told me to take 2 weeks off and then start, a little lighter, and I should be okay. I took 2 weeks off, still hurt like crazy. It even hurt in like my kidney or something. I don't know what's going on there. So it took up. So I waited a month, and then 2 months, and then 3 months. Eventually, the symptoms went away after like 4 months or something. So I started lifting again, and I squatted like twice, not like 2 reps, but like you know squats, and then worked out my chest, and then like squatted again, on different days. and I wasn't even squatting heavy. I was just doing like 185 or something. It's nothing. I can, like, that's what I do I do way more than that well, a little more than that on bench. Anyway, numbers don't matter right now. So squatting light, I was only doing like 5 reps or something. Squatted twice and it was back in full force. The hernia was back completely. So after doing more research and seeing doctors, they told me that in order to fix it, I need surgery. It's not like dangerous, but I still need surgery to fix it. It just hurts. If I don't want it to hurt anymore, I need surgery. So essentially, I can work out. It's not dangerous, but it hurts for like a day after. It just always does, no matter what. And so since I was doing my split was like legs tricking, chest tricking, back. I had to 5 days a week. I just can't do that anymore, so I had to give up tricking entirely. And working out still hurts, so I'm gonna get surgery, but it has to wait till the summer because I'm in school and I don't have time to be bedridden for a few days. It just can't happen. I have schoolwork to keep up with. So until I get surgery, I'm just lifting light and hopefully strengthening my foundation just a little bit. Anyway, to summarize, oh wait, no, I haven't gotten to my main point. I've lost so much progress in the 6 months since I've gotten the hernia. Like, I've made a small amount of progress in benching and squats, but, not nearly as much as I would have had I not gotten injured. If I hadn't gotten injured, maybe I'd be benching 3 plates or something. I might be squatting 400 or something, like, maybe more. But I'm just not, because I've been stagnant for 6 months. Because that's what injuries do. And that's what happens when you try to push your body way past its limits. So, in order to avoid that, you just don't do that. Don't crank it to 11 every workout. Guys on YouTube, they say that there's no such thing as overtraining, CT Fletcher and Mike Rashid. But if you're a natty lifter, don't tell me they're not. Don't tell me they're natty. They're not. If you're a natty lifter, your body has very serious limits. And even if you're geared, then your body still has limits. You look at guys like Brandon Lilly and Pete Rubish. Brandon Lilly got PRP, I think, on his hip, and then Pete Rubish needs it, or he's going to get it. Like, I'm not even sure what's going on with Pete Rubish's hip, but it's like he's like incapable of squatting. This is a dude who, he's box squatted 768. He's done like 700 ass to grass. Like, he's really strong, and now he just can't like do that motion anymore with any weight. So, even if you're on gear, you can still get injured if you're lifting hard enough. And Pete Rubish was on test and he was on Tren, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's a harsher but more effective steroid. So he wasn't on like crazy amounts of gear, but he was definitely on it, and he was like 240 or something. He was super jacked, and he still got injured. So people like that can get injured, then natty lifters, especially amateurs like me, can definitely get injured. So you have to respect your body's limits. Please don't try to push your body past what it can do. And people say, your body, your mind gives up way before your muscles do. They're capable so much, and it's true. But they still have limits. CNS has limits. And if you just try to go too hard for too long, you're going to burn out and you're going to lose a lot, like me. And hopefully surgery will fix it up and I can, get back on my feet, start lifting again, start lifting without hernia pain again. But I've lost a lot of progress, so, for the next year or 2 years, however long, like, I will never be anywhere near where I could have been. And if the surgery isn't 100% effective, which, I mean, it's it's really routinely performed surgery, but hopefully, hopefully it won't have any side effects. But it does, maybe I will never be able to train like I want to. And I'm 20 years old with a chronic injury. I don't want that. You don't want that. So just don't live that, YOLO lifestyle. At least when it comes to lifting. If you want to go drinking or something, I don't care. But something that can really damage your body, take care and don't overdo it, because you can. And if you're like me, you will. And don't listen to people who say there's no such thing as overtraining, because there is. Look at CrossFitters with Rhabdo, Kev Nogar. Look at me. Some people say, oh, you just weren't lifting hard enough. Like, I was squatting so heavy that I gave myself a hernia. I wasn't lifting hard enough, are you sure? And regardless, even if using proper form, because I was. Back was tight, knees weren't flaring out a whole lot, no butt wink. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure. Still got injured. So, no matter how good your form is, your body can still break. So keep that in mind if you want to lift or do any kind of exercise, really. Any kind of strenuous exercise. So to summarize, take care of your body. I mean, if you want to live your life however you want to live it, that's fine. I can tell you what to do. But just don't try to push your body past its limits, because you could mess yourself up for a long time, possibly for life. Yeah. Hopefully someone takes that to heart. Anyway, hopefully this wasn't too heavy, and I'll see you guys in 6 months? I don't know, hopefully before then. Alright, see ya.